Recently, I had a good question asked to me in a video. I did live stream, this was months ago. And it was, what if Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson had traded places? What if Oscar Robertson had been part of Showtime as opposed to Magic? Would there have been the same reaction or success? What was my thoughts? Yes, it would have. Now, I'll give Magic his due as a playmaker, but that's the only thing he really got over Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson could beat you every which way but loose. Better scorer, strong, facilitator. And remember, he did win with Kareem. And if you played in a pace of basketball where you go open court and you can go and balance everything, I think Oscar Robertson could hang. I think he could. Remember, this man had the first triple doubles, nearly averaged. Could you imagine that with the Showtime Lakers? When he did win with the Bucks at the the end of his career, when Oscar Robertson did win, it's because he had something to play with. You give a guy an opportunity with the right tools, yes. There was a 1-2 punch. Oscar Robertson would have dominated in the 80s. Now look, I hold them they're two of the three greatest point guards ever, with Steph Curry in between, or Steph above one. Depends, don't make no difference how you put it. These are three of the five greatest. But I do believe if you traded Oscar Robertson with Magic Johnson with the Showtime Lakers, yeah, he win. I sure do. I think that his style, his flair, his dominance, his ability to score, his understanding of the game would have been something else. I really believe he would have been, I do. I think he's one of the most underrated greats ever. They have downplayed him, treat him like he's like some cast off. They like to act like, well, that was a long time ago. That don't matter. You still say his name. You still see his motions, his moves. Now, he was a better outside shooter than Magic. And he would have developed an outside shot. His style would have complemented Norm Nixon. And him and Worthy, and you see them running, yeah, it would have worked. I do believe it. I think he would have been hard to beat on the pivot. Him and Kareem would have been something else. I really do. Because Kareem still holds him in high regard to this day. Still talks about Oscar Robertson. So you imagine what it would have been like in that era? Because if you're bad enough to have been in one era, why not been in another? So that's a great question that was asked right there. How Oscar Robertson would have fit with the Lakers and Showtime. Do I think he could have worked? Yeah, I do.